Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be potting up some potatoes. I have a friend of mine that I sent some seed potatoes home with today who is new to gardening and has not planted or grown potatoes before, so I wanted to show her just how easy it was and a couple of different ways that you can plant potatoes. So I am out here. I have a 5-gallon bucket. I'll flip you around and show you in just a second and show you all the details, but I wanted to say hi, welcome back. Okay, as you can see, I have a 5-gallon bucket filled with really delicious compost out of my compost bin. And you can use potting soil, you can use, I wouldn't suggest native soil unless it was like a sandy, loamy soil. If you have a sandy loam, then go ahead and use that. That would be fine. You don't want clay soil in there because it'll compact too much. So we're gonna use this compost. I do have a couple of drain holes in the bottom. They're about a ½ an inch in diameter. And I have my potatoes. And as you can see, my potatoes over here are very, very ready. What I do with these is I have a 3-drawer system that I've painted, spray painted black. You can see I have spring on there. These were supposed to be planted in the spring, but I have a bunch of buckets already planted up, so I didn't need to use these. So I will be planting these throughout the summer and harvesting in sessions, multiple sessions. So we're gonna go ahead and pop one of these in this bucket. Now, some people do knock these chits off and plant those chits. We did do an experiment on that. They did grow. How they produce compared to having something to feed off while they're producing roots is yet to be determined, but they will grow and they are producing potatoes. I took a peek the other day. So I'm going to take my bucket and I'm just gonna move some of the soil out, probably about 6 inches or so, and I'm gonna cover this whole thing in there and cover it back up. Now there's a little bit sticking up right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a few of them sticking up. Now I could bury them a little deeper. I'm gonna choose not to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and just top this off with some more compost. So let's take you over into the garden and show you how I would do it if I were to plant them straight in the ground. Okay, so now we're over here in the garden and I've already taken weeds out of this area. I will be planting actually some green beans in here. So these potatoes won't be staying in the ground and they will be going in 5-gallon buckets. But I wanted to demonstrate for you how I would plant these in the ground if I were to plant them in the ground. So here is a good seed potato. You can tell that it's nice and good, nice and alive. The chits on there are nice, plump, and healthy looking. And this is not a good potato. You can see those chits on there are kind of dried and shriveled up and just beyond its life. It should have been in the ground weeks, dare I say, months ago. So we're not gonna plant this one. We will just go ahead and throw that in the compost bin. My luck is it will probably grow in the compost bin. So what I'm gonna do is in my soil is I'm going to dig a hole about 6 inches deep. I'm gonna go ahead and plant that in. Chits growing up in the ground, just like that, chits growing up. And then I would go ahead and fill that in and cover it. Okay, some of the reasons why I choose to plant in buckets is I have ground rodents that like to come and eat my potatoes. They'll probably decimate my green beans as well. I need more buckets and more raised garden spaces, but we can only do what we can do. And the rest has to be either sacrificed or we get to harvest from them. So I want to say thank you if you're watching. I appreciate you. I do miss you guys, but life gets life-ish. And you know, I may or may not see you in the next video. But until then, be cool, stay cool, stay cool, stay cool. It's not cool at all out here. So we'll see you later.